Hi guys, welcome back. This is 2000 Gaming again with another Lost Sword content. If you're enjoying the content in this channel of all of the gacha games that I'm covering, please do consider subscribing. So I just saw this one. I made a video earlier and like they just posted this one a few hours ago. So we're gonna be talking about the new preview. Again, Nesha is coming out, but like they're teasing again the skill set and we can theory craft on what she looks like or where can she get implemented in the meta right now. Again, we know for a fact that Lueria, Morgana Le Fay are the meta characters in question. You can pair them in your Knights team, you can pair them in your Mage team. They're gonna work well, especially Lueria. Lueria is hitting quite a lot of damage when you're clearing content. I've been hearing some of the comment section players trying they cleared all of the story because of Lueria. I'm not quite sure they made too much those two characters too OP, but like it is what it is. Sometimes it is what it is. Again, they want to sell the characters, they want to sell like there would be power creeps, but I'm not quite sure where they would like stand with regards to that one. But knowing Nesha, she is an archer character. Would the devs make another archer team? I'm not quite sure if Galahad is also buffing the archers. I think this is just buffing the mage. But like, comment down below. I didn't like forgot about, because I always remember that Galahad is like for mage only. But if it's like she's buffing the ranger, then that would be great as well if you think about it. But like again, let's go to the Reddit site here. So let's talk about this one right now. It's just posted 14 hours ago. February week 1 update preview. Welcome Sword Bringers. Greetings from the Lost Sword dev team. So pre-update notes. So again, new character and pet. So again, we need to put in that censored stuff again. We don't want getting demonetized. So Nesha, she is a rear position Radiant's Archer. Oh my god, she's a rear position where she should be. Oh my god, it's so big. It's so big, it's crazy. Like it's but like it doesn't look really bad to look at, which I do really love. I don't know how they do it. I just like it's almost like Bunny Walker levels of craziness. It's not Queen Bee. Like again, I made a video earlier. Like that's why I don't play Horizon Walker. Like the proportions are out of proportion. The head is too small from the body. But this one it's just right. Even though it's like this, it's just freaking right. I don't know how they do it. Like Bragana, like as if I'm watching interspecies reviewers, you know? Like I do recommend that if you want to watch an almost like interspecies reviewers, one of the best. Like it even dethroned um Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood one time because of people like putting it on the top. Which is really good. Like, okay, going back. So, ultimate skill, Infinity Lumen, inflict damage equals to X attack to all enemies. We don't know how much. Increase own passive skill damage by X. I don't know what passive skill is that as well. Active skill Mirror Ray, inflict damage equal to X of attack to all enemies in the forward area. Passive Fractual Glass. Okay, this is her passive. Accumulates a mark on the target and it reaches X or more. So she is a stacking unit. So you need the Lohin Green pet maybe for attack speed for her to stack more. But the problem is, would she stack more when you're trying to clear content? She should be now positioned as like maybe in the raid boss, the longer fights. But like again, stacking is usually for bosses in a way. That's just my theory crafting here. Okay, comment down below if you have any um, comments on that. Okay? So, passive 2, Dancer's Technique, increase own attack, increase own critical hit chance. So, she's technically a bit like a greedy character that she buffs herself or attack and everything else and crit hit chance. It's not a full on character or team buff. So this is kind of wild as well. New card, Constricting Gaze. It's kind of wild, guys. This card is one of the best cards that I've seen. It's kind of wild. But the card skill, so increase the damage of basic attack and passive skills by X. So it might be working on Lancelot. Like the card would be working on Lancelot. Would you put it on your Lueria? But like Lueria has already the Galahad card. Like you don't. I don't. I'm not sure where are you putting this, but we will see. It looks promising. Looks promising. So again, there's gonna be the chibi version, and even the chibi is like kind of wild. Oh my god. So and then pet skill, increase X damage of all ally archers. So again, this pet, are they making an archer team now? So because again, once they made the developers note, they're gonna be buffing characters. So are they gonna be buffing Lisa? So we will see. We will see if there's gonna be some buffs on the Archer team with together with Neo Bedivere. That's kind of wild, no? Like if you think about it. So there's a new costume for Lueria. Oh my god, this is so good. She looks like Life Wild Hunt. You know the wedding Life Wild Hunt. She looks really nice. And then unlocking the costume, access to special costume episodes, and then again, there's no exclusive skill cutscenes, which is sad. Though that's gonna be an $8 costume. But again, I always do tell. Hopefully, the devs are listening. Make it like the skin would be with the skill cut animation change would be like $15 instead of $24, and then the interactable skin would be 30. I think that's the best thing that you can do because again, you're trying to like sell the product and then you don't really offer too much multiple kinds of like content. But I think 8, 15, and 30 would be like a good thing. Like again, the cheapest interactable skin that you can see. But again, like in Snowbreak, you can buy a $30 interactable skin plus you can still have the resource 1 month pack for $30. That's how crazy it is, and it's like a 3D interactable character, which I do really love. Do respect Snowbreak Containment Zone for that. So chapters has been expanded to chapter 66. Guide mission will also update accordingly. Let's cover this one again. There's too much to cover. I don't want to get demonetized. Again, the thing is, the interesting part is, the featured character is Nesha, right? So Neo Bedivere is back. Lancelot is back. So it's kind of difficult for us to choose. And especially, they're going to be announcing February 6th. I suggest don't pull. We'll be talking about that one further. But, like, is she viable in the meta right now? I'm not quite sure. We'll talk about that one further. The new event looks really nice. You can, oh my god, this is so crazy. Let's go again. So, guests like Chocolate and the newcomer attendance event extension, festival coins, okay, improvement and changes, preset improvements, the number of presets. So, they're gonna be putting it out, the presets. Hopefully, the copy paste will also be here. Guild investment changes. It's gonna be from 15 to 20 with the Queen tokens, which is nice. Grade 2 exchange shop from Radiant Bell of the Old Year. It's gonna be expensive. I haven't even bought this. Morgana Le Fay lowers ultimate skill camera location adjustment. This one, hopefully, it gets, because like, uh, Morgana Le Fay is all around the place with her ult. Hopefully, they can change that in a way. Hopefully. Secret Cow Dungeon and Colosseum effect. Active skills will no longer activate during Colosseum. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, the skip can now be processed more quickly, which is good. Avalon's monsters attack power scaling will be adjusted. Okay. Good, 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 good. I'm just saying, chill out, guys. Anyways, so that's technically what's happening to the new update that we're gonna be having this February. So, what do you think about this, guys? I would like to hear from you. Your concerns, any concerns? I think that she's not gonna be meta at the moment unless they're trying to build, like, looks like they're looking at the point wherein they want to build that Archer meta, and they've also confirmed that they're gonna be buffing units as well. They might be buffing all of the archers so that like it can accommodate Nesha for the viability. So what do you think about this, guys? I would like to hear from you. This again, 2300 Gaming, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Bye bye.